Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Salem by Night. I am the Ravnos Archon. My name is Will. I'll be your storyteller this evening. And last we picked off with our friends from the Anarch chapter. We saw them rolling up on the scene of Teddy being pulled into the back of the truck. There were three men and a woman kind of trying to take him into custody. And I use the term loosely because they were very violent with him. Andreas ended up using his Fata Morgana to create the images of snarling Nosferatu coming out of the water to distract the mortals. We got to see Erikson shoot forward and tackle one of the men, taking him out of the scene entirely. They crunched the truck between Erikson and Melvin using their potents together, flipped it, making sure that they couldn't get out of there. And they ended the combat encounter with two of the three guys crippled and the girl defiantly standing her ground against them. Melvin saw one of the guys had overalls with Hendrix Auto written on the front breast pocket. They tried to get information out of the girl, and they heard her mention that they were tasked to bring him in because they had to uphold the masquerade. Melvin remembered having seen her around the Primogen Council members. She also mentioned that the traditions state that Teddy should have announced himself. They heard her ask about someone named Darren among the three men, but Erikson tried using awe to get her to talk, and that didn't work out so well against her blood bond. And they did learn that her master has dominion over this part of the city. Melvin remembered that the auto shop isn't openly owned by any kindred, but it is close by in the city of Kaiser. Melvin found the car's registration, which was for Natasha Davis, and her address, and she ended up explaining in her way how the blood bond works, kind of reminding them that she can't really give up any information because that would be betraying her domitor. Teddy explained what he had seen and how the girl crept up on him, having seen past his obfuscation, which surprised even him. He pointed out the other side of the river where he saw the Scaly Boy, as he called him, which had a clear view of the Somerset Eve Hotel and the Orchard Heights Park beyond it. Erikson had a nice chat with Teddy about his homeland before offering him a place to stay at the bar in exchange for him taking care of the area for them. They talked about what to do with the girl when she was unconscious, but Andreas ended up killing her. Erikson tried to reach out and sense for his own ghoul, Michelle, but since he hadn't fed her in a while, technically she wasn't a ghoul anymore. But either way, there's no such ability to sense your ghoul with the powers that he had, at least. Teddy revealed that he had run around with Baba Yaga, which was a nice little throwaway fact. And then Teddy revealed the information about the boy to everyone else. They saw August roll up with the mobile Haven, mentioned that he came to help out if he could, introduce himself to Melvin, and the trio took off in the mobile Haven while August and Teddy stayed behind in the safe room of the bar. The next night, it is now Saturday, November the 3rd, 1984, when they headed off to the motel. Melvin switched out of his usual clothing to be less conspicuous, and they immediately searched the area by the river near the motel. Between all of them, they found several tracks leading into the water, but only one set leading away from the river. They found a three-toed webbed footprint with a conical back toe, kind of like a raptor. And they followed them back to the parking lot of the motel where they abruptly end. And it looked like it was either a repeated set of trips or what had to be at least three of these things running around. They discovered that the motel only had one camera that was in the office pointed at whoever was coming in. They also discovered that there were only 4 rooms that overlooked the river, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the second floor. And while they were discussing what to do, they saw an Oldsmobile Starfire pull up with an older gentleman who got out, walked up to the office. He was of average height with tousled graying hair and salt and pepper beard, medium build leaning towards stocky, and dressed in office attire for the most part. Erikson introduced himself to the older gentleman and the motel attendant, who we learned is named Louis Daniels, and learned that the older gentleman comes in once a week and always gets the room overlooking the river. They saw the old man go into the first floor corner room and turn on the lights, and then they saw Erikson walk into the room right above it, 211. The three of them joined up in the motel room. They relayed the information that they had learned between the three of them. And Melvin was flooded with images of the night he was turned and the gradual appearance shifting to the monster that exists under his masks as his hunger rose. And once outside, they noticed that the rear passenger side of the car was open, and after a moment, he had heard a splash from the river. We left off with the three of them in the motel room as Melvin was about to check out the car, and this is where we're going to find Andreas and Melvin as we unfortunately lost Kenny for tonight. But I know that he's having a good time celebrating his anniversary.
Yes.
More power to him.
I had something for him, so either way, we were gonna see something with him take place. So we'll just get to that early, and say that he kind of goes off to investigate the situation for him. Melvin is at the door. The rear car door is open. You've heard the splash. Andreas is right behind you. What are you gonna do?
I'm making at least a run for the shore. I want to get a look at this thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna bypass the car entirely?
Actually, no. You go, and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna check out the car.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, Andreas doesn't have the forethought for this, so I'm making straight for the. I'm making straight for the.
Yeah.
Back. Okay. Inside the back seat of the car, you see.
Me, Melvin.
Oh, he might have to.
Yeah.
You see that there is the kind of plastic wrap that your grandmother would have over her furniture. The good furniture that you weren't allowed to sit on. That kind of protective plastic. On the seat, on the floor, and on the back of the two seats in front. And there's a little puddle of water in each of the little kind of feet sections behind or underneath each of the driver and the passenger's car seat. It looks moist. It looks like something moist had been sitting here or lying down or something. It smells of fish as well. Andreas, while this is happening, sees what looks to be that same shape that came out of Andrew Givens, except that there's more of a pronounced frill. It almost looks like the back of a swordfish.
So like this literally looks like the demon thing that like came out of Gibbon's skin.
Yep.
Okay, taking a shot at it.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm gonna hear gunshots.
You are gonna hear a gunshot.
I'm just looking at stuff like inside the car. Just
Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me give myself evens or odds on this one.
Sometimes you live your life, and sometimes you hear a gunshot.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a gunshot.
okay.
I rolled for the Ravnos something stupid.
You are a daredevil, sir.
All right, take my which pistols do I have on me?
Was it while he's looking at that? I was I invisible? Was I an obfuscate?
I believe
Going
so
over there?
because your hunger went up, so you usually only rouse for unseen passage.
Obfuscate. Right. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm just gonna be looking through. Like that's why I didn't say anything. I'm just looking around, like in the inside of the car, trying to not make any noise.
Yeah. You hear one of the motel doors open. And you see the older gentleman kind of come out, look in your direction.
You know, all right. I'm changing my mind about firing this gun. There's been a struggle back and forth. There. I'm like, no.
Okay, it's fine.
Do what your heart tells you. Do what your heart tells you.
Heart of the cards.
I've shot at these demons before. It didn't work.
Okay.
And I'm not using any more of the silver bullets.
Oh, okay.
Those are for werewolves only.
You heard this disappointment in Will's voice. He's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I will specify that in all combat situations, whether I'm using that particular pistol or not. I've only got 4 shots. I've got 4 shots left.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta make them count.
I didn't know where to get more bullets.
Yeah. And you see the older gentleman kind of come running over to the car, and under his breath, you hear him say something in what must be Latin. And then he kind of looks towards the river, and you see him kind of step over to where the parking lot ends and that kind of grassy area begins. And then it looks like he notices Andreas.
I'm gonna start walking. I'm gonna quietly be walking behind him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be like right on top where if I break a twig, he's gonna hear me.
Yeah.
But like, and even though I know he can't hear me because I've got the silence of death and everything.
Yeah.
So, but still, just in case.
Yeah.
It's the detective in me.
You see him pull out from his pocket a little rosary, and you see him start kind of going through the beads.
All right. With my back still turned, have I become aware of him yet? Because obviously Melvin is going to be sneaking around, so I'd have to really be on my toes for him. But
Yeah.
do I sense the other guy?
Give me a wits and alertness roll.
Hunger's still at 2, right?
And your hunger is still at 2.
Yeah. So wits
and awareness. Sorry.
Awareness.
That's a good roll for you. 6 dice.
Yeah, it is. I have my. If I'm going to be as stupid as I am, as often as I am, I got to keep my wits about me. That's just the rule.
That's the same way I feel about fortitude.
If shotguns exist in the world, I need fortitude.
I need fortitude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I understand
All
that.
Right, the hunger dice are 8 and 2 respectively, and then 9, 7, 8, and 2.
Okay. Yeah. With 4 successes, it is immensely easy for you to hear the kind of shuffling footsteps. He's also. It looks like he's taken off his shoes and he's wearing slippers, so it's not hard to hear that kind of raspy noise that the rubber's making against the gravel. But you see that he kind of notices you, and he's kind of looking out at the river at the same time. But he does have what looks to be a rosary just dangling from his right hand that he's just going through.
Well, I'll come walking back from the bank, just trying to act confused and casual, like. Did you ever hear of crocodiles up in the Northwest?
Melvin,
mm-hmm.
What would you be doing if your clothes started to suddenly melt away from your body?
What? Well, like this is a strange question.
It is a strange question, and it is a strange event that is starting to happen to you.
I would probably start freaking out. Okay. I don't think I have the composure. I don't know if what that would be, but I mean, yeah, I do have composure as a cop, but I'd probably be like, what the hell is going on? And maybe like start stepping back and like feeling around.
So Andreas, you come up, you talk about alligators, and you hear him. Bears, sure, but not alligators. No.
I just saw the damnedest thing go diving into the water a minute ago.
What would Andreas's reaction be to his pants suddenly becoming crocodile skin pants?
I mean, it's an upgrade, but I see the guy with a rosary, right?
Yeah.
I think I might do another one of those little miraculous Jesus moments.
Okay.
So I see. Hold on.
Yep. Yeah.
So I see as I'm like, my clothes are disappearing,
melting, literally melting,
melting.
Yeah.
I look over there and I see him turning into a crocodile.
Oh no! Like you see him walking towards him, and he's got jeans on, and the second he crosses the threshold of the grass onto the gravel, he's wearing crocodile pants. It's instantaneous.
I almost want to slap this guy in the back of the head. Stop it.
There's one of a few things this could be, but
The thing is, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, my character has no idea. I have a few theories.
Oh,
I have a few
okay.
theories, but
Yeah.
I have dots and shit that Andreas doesn't.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, things are starting to feel weird around you. The air starts to feel heavy, almost like there's a storm coming, but there's not a cloud in the sky.
And none of this happened until this guy walked over there and pulled the rosary out.
Correct.
Okay. I guess Melvin would put 2 and 2 together that this guy's got something to do with this shit.
That's not a tough leap.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go right behind him.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna slap the shit out of the rosary out of his hand.
So you're gonna break your obfuscate?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be behind him. So I'm just gonna go, bah!
Right.
Well, whether he's aware of Melvin or not,
Yeah.
I mean, something's already affecting Melvin. So
yeah. So Andreas sees a naked Melvin pop out of the shadows.
I'm sorry.
And slap the
I'm
rosary.
a Nosferatu. None of that looks pretty.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like watching Gremlins. It's just
Yeah.
So with the loss of another fedora, the clothes and the mask that Melvin normally wears, what is
the mask?
What is his actual appearance?
Oh my god!
For those watching and for Andreas to kind of soak in.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how I described him because I did describe him like 12 episodes ago. If I remember correctly, he had half of his face was like from like the beating and the shot that I took. What it was like all like deteriorated, scarred. I'm missing an ear. It's like the head wasn't fully. It doesn't look like it's fully grown back. Like it's missing a piece of it. There's like a almost like this side. I'd say it looks normal, but it looks normal for a Nosferatu. It's not as disgusting as this side, but it's still the jagged teeth. I'm missing my lip on this side.
Full Toxic Avenger.
Basically, yeah, Toxic Avenger style. Like, but this side is disfigured and like some like boils and stuff like that, but nothing compared to the right side of my face.
Right, because that's Nosferatu plus damage at Embrace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm not going to describe my penis.
No. There's a line. There's a line.
Yeah, thank you.
We can extrapolate what we know of your face and just apply it to the peen.
To the wiener. Yeah.
I'm sticking to the Gremlins analogy from earlier, just minus the giant ears. Because they had the Phantom of the Opera Gremlin. He even had like the half burned by acid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty horrifying.
Why are you wearing a mask? Were you burned by acid or something? Oh no, they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone in the future will be wearing them.
Man, or the Princess Bride was ahead of its time.
Ahead of its time, my friend.
Yeah.
But you see this gentleman just shoot to the side, away from both of you. He sees you. He just vomits, and the second he does, you notice that everything goes quiet. Like you've been in silence of death. Both of you have activated silence of death at one point or another. This is beyond that. This is eerie. It is like the ears have gone completely turned off. And as he continues to vomit, and what you would imagine is the sound of him hurling, you reach up to touch where your ears would be, and there is nothing there.
Okay.
I start freaking out a little bit.
And he sees you freaking out, he starts to freak out even more.
What are you doing? What is happening? What is this? Who? What? Where? And I start like backing away. I'm just like,
right. Let me just try and knock this dude out. I mean,
you notice that as you're asking questions, even though you can't hear your own voice anymore from your ears, like you still hear it reverberating in your skull. Everything that you ask comes out like an actual word, like if it was being written as you were saying it. So like the
like a
WH,
cartoon?
yeah, like the WHAT of what comes out, and you start to feel like your bones are hardening.
I'm gonna move out of that parking lot. I'm gonna start walking away.
Okay.
I'm like,
And you said Andreas just wants to co-cock this guy?
Yeah, like superhero punch, full on, just maybe knocking him out is going to undo whatever's starting to happen.
Sure.
Because again, I'm not sure what this is.
Yeah. That'll be a strength and brawl check then. 5 dice, not terrible for you.
Yeah, no, my specialty is grappling, so I'm trying to hit the guy. Yeah, brawl 2. Which one? What you said? Strength brawl.
Strength and brawl, yeah.
Strength brawl. So come on, Papa needs an unconscious marauder. All right, 6 and 5 for the hunger die, and then 10, 8, and 5 for the regular die.
Okay. Sure enough, he is so concerned with Melvin's appearance and just the words that are coming out of his mouth, literally, that he doesn't pay any attention to you, and your punch lands and knocks him right out.
Okay, so that's good at least.
Yeah. And the second that his unconscious body hits the floor, sounds return. You can feel
what about my pants?
You can feel
Are
your
my pants
ears
normal
again. Your pants are not normal again.
They're still crocodiles.
They're still crocodile. Melvin is still naked.
Okay.
this is not okay.
No, this is not okay. What is homeboy that we just dropped wearing?
A business attire. He's got his sleeves rolled up. He's got his top button undone. There's no tie. Like when he came in, he had a tie on and a vest on. There's no vest. The pants also don't have a belt. Looks like his pockets are empty as well, and he's got his socks and his slippers.
All right. Well, and you said his room is on the first floor below ours, right at the corner.
Yeah, and the slippers are not engraved, but they're embroidered with an FB.
SB. Okay. Well, first of all, we can't take him back through. We can't take him back to the lobby. We already know that's actually there. There is a camera.
Yep.
So maybe we could take him over. I don't know if his balcony, if the door or the patio door would be open over there.
The door to his room is still open. Yeah.
Oh, it's the door to the room like comes straight outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think we better grab this dude, get inside his room real quick, and maybe find you some clothes.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes.
And a mask, if possible.
Yeah. I was gonna say, when was Halloween?
Days ago.
It's every day for me.
Yeah. Trick or treat. Here's your
yeah.
help me get the bag of candy.
I grab him. I pick up the guy.
Yeah. We already.
I shouldn't have a problem. I shouldn't have a problem picking him up with my potence of 3. Did you find out anything about the Aqualad?
Nope. Whatever the hell that thing was made it to the water before I could get to it. But I have to fill you in on this because this ties back to some Tremere bullshit we were dealing with a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Melvin doesn't know about Andrew Givens.
He said something in Latin when he went to the car.
Yeah, he said something in Latin, and now I have very expensive leather pants.
At least you have pants.
Very true.
All I want is a decent pair of pants.
Yeah, actually, I pick up the guy and I hold him in front of me as I walk, like facing out.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah. But instead of carrying him like this, I'm like,
I'll walk behind Melvin just to complete the screen, just to complete the dressing screen.
The Oreo of clothes.
Yeah. The Oreo of clothing.
Nice.
Too bad that nun's walking on the side and she sees
the whole package.
The whole package.
Yeah, you get into his room. You can see that he's got his vest laid out on the second bed. He's got almost OCD like all of the stuff in his pockets laid out as well. It looks like he's got a couple folded up uh, bills of money. He's got his keys separated by car and by house. He's got his wallet, and he's got what looks to be a lanyardless kind of one of those ID cards
Hmm.
for Salem Electric.
Oh, okay. Uh, okay, if he's got a very OCD, he's got the OCD thing going on. I'll try and go through his stuff real quick, looking for other identifications, or I don't know, weird sigils on the vest or
Yeah.
something. Anything that
I,
might give us a hint as to what he is beyond someone who works at Salem Electric.
I also want to get some of the bed sheets and rip them and tie him to a chair.
Okay. I thought you were gonna make yourself a toga.
So
Oh
you're trying
no,
to that's not a bad idea. Gag his mouth too, because if the speaking the Latin thing might be the key.
okay. Brr.
Yeah, you find
Okay,
out the man's name is Floyd Barrows,
Mhm.
and there's a picture in his wallet of what looks to be a couple of people from different walks of life.
Mhm.
There's a black gentleman who looks to be in kind of basketball jersey and shorts. A young woman who has the engineer's goggles on top of her forehead and just a face full of soot. Uh, there is a well-dressed gentleman who makes him, even though he's wearing his like with his full business attire, he makes him look like a cheap suit. And then there's a smaller woman, Asian descent, who just has the kind of traditional Thai wrappings around her fist and upper forearms. And then Andrew Givens sticks out in this group.
Andrew Gibbons. Okay, do the rest of them look like Canaanites at all, or is it just
Not at all.
not at all? Okay. What about Andrew?
Andrew does not look human. He definitely is paler than the rest of them.
Okay. So who the hell were these people he was meeting with?
Yep.
And you said the picture that Floyd Barrow has is Floyd one of them?
Yep, Floyd is there as well.
Oh shit. Okay.
what is he doing? Oh,
Is he alive, by the way? I mean, we didn't even check if he had a pulse, right?
He is alive. Yes.
Okay.
I think I have medicine. No, I don't.
No,
So,
I'm just saying in the general sense of like, did we accidentally knock a kindred unconscious?
oh
No,
yeah.
no, he's breathing.
And we just haven't paid attention.
He's breathing.
I
He looks
actually
pink.
okay. I'm going to. I look at his clothes? Do any of his clothes look like they might fit me?
He's a little bit stockier than you are, so they might be a little big on you.
Big on you is not necessarily a bad thing.
But yeah, you could take him.
Okay, I'm gonna put the clothes on.
All right. You taking his boxer shorts too, or are you gonna leave him some dignity?
No, I'll leave him some. Oh, I thought he had more clothes in the thing. He doesn't have more clothes in the room.
No, he doesn't have more clothes in the room.
But yeah, then he's gonna be in his boxers. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll free ball it. Whatever.
All right. I mean, you could also
Uh,
check to see the trunk of the car. Just giving you that one for free.
That's true. If we don't want to, if we don't want to do men at work. So
That's true. Well, I did want to go back out. The next thing I was gonna tell you is go back out and pick up the rosary that I smacked out of his hand.
oh, I thought we even had that already. All right, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go get it.
No,
I'll
it's
check the
it's
comfort clothes
it's
while I'm out
weird.
there.
Like the rosary feels almost like it's fused to his skin.
Ugh.
Like it's not. You can see the separation. You can even roll it back and forth on his skin. But if you try to take it off, it feels
It doesn't come away.
yeah, it feels like it becomes fused to his flesh.
Okay. I have a bigger thought on what this guy is, but Andres wouldn't know this.
Okay. But yeah, no, because I actually I'm debating about going back out to the car and popping the
I
tire.
mean,
But
you know, because you said it.
I'll go out to the car and
I was like,
check because
oh,
he
he
still ain't
knows
got
what
no
this
clothes.
is.
So.
Yeah. You punched him. I was like, oh, this is too heavy-handed. He figured it out.
No, like I said, I have thoughts. I'm just not going to say it out loud because I can't.
Yeah.
It goes against my personal rules. But yeah, it's just like also my gun has gotten us in enough trouble lately. So
Touche.
I didn't want to just shoot him in the face. It's been too
You
easy
got-
a solution.
You got a mean right hook there, Barker. I like it. So I'll go back out to the car now that I'm clothed.
Okay.
I'm gonna at least put the pants on so that I'm not walking out butt ass naked to the freaking to the car in the middle. And you know what? Maybe it's a good thing to have him in boxers so that if he tries to run, he's a crazy person that's half naked running in the street.
Yeah. Which speaking of which, okay, did anything of my pockets change when the pants changed? Will like do I still have pockets? For instance, the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
crocodile
You
skin
still have
pants and that
pockets.
shit, okay.
Still have pockets. Even the odds
Oh
in
my
your
God,
favor.
I just realized that I'm butt naked with a fur necklace.
Give me evens.
Oh, 7. All of your bills have turned to ones. So whatever
I'm gonna.
money
It's this. Yeah. Where's this guy's wallet?
on the bed.
I think we need to take a minute, Will,
Yeah.
to appreciate the fact that I'm butt naked with a giant fur lining around my neck.
Yep.
Because Betty D is wrapped around my neck at all times.
Oh yeah.
So all of my clothes went away except for I have a giant fur necklace.
Yep.
I hope Melvin finds like a whole BDSM outfit and you end up doing a full Frankenfurter.
Oh man.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. Will. Let me take a look at the guy's wallet real quick. Any paper money he's got in there?
Yeah. It looks like he keeps the change that he gets in one pocket, folded up. It's about $7. There's a 5 and 2 ones, but it looks like he's got at least $100 bill, a $20 bill, and what looks to be a couple more 5s and a couple more 1s.
Well, I'm taking his cash money and I'm sticking the ones that had appeared in my pants as exchange.
Okay.
He did that shit to me. He's restocking my money.
Either way, you
I'll
came
allow
out
it.
with more money.
Yeah, exactly. I'm leaving it. Yeah, no, I'm leaving him the change and shit like that. He can deal with all that OCD shit. But where the bills go, now my ones are there and I have whatever
I
he
will
had.
tell you, if I had rolled an even, I would have changed all your bills to hundreds.
Oh.
That would have been awesome. But as it is, just I'm gonna fucking rob the guy.
Yeah. You know?
Well, I already know how we're gonna torture him. If he wakes up and he doesn't want to say anything, I'm just gonna start messing up all the things that he put in nice
Oh.
with OCD. That are OCD. Like, oh, look at this pen.
I mean,
No!
well, if you want, I can create an illusion of the room around us, and you can just make it look like just whole hog. It's just unholy hell is being unleashed on the room, and just there's all here. You want your order? Here's your order.
That's a good idea. See,
Yeah.
see, I like this. I like this. I like this team up.
So,
Ideas are flowing.
yeah.
Torture without pain. This is a new idea.
So you go to the trunk of the car. You see that there is a suitcase in there, and it looks like there's a heavy cardboard box of files, and it's for the West Salem Municipal Library. It's just a collection of minutes for different meetings.
Does it? Oh, I'm not there yet.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick up the suitcase, and I'm gonna pick up the cardboard box with the other hand, and I'm gonna take them inside. I'm gonna close it. Well, I'll close the trunk. I'll put one down, close the trunk, and then I'll go inside.
Okay. Yep. There's a couple more pictures and file folders of the people in the photographs. And the one that's labeled that has the picture of Andrew Givens doesn't have the name Andrew Givens in it.
What name?
Character. Uh, mm, mm. It has the name Maxwell Carter.
Maxwell Carter. Has that come up in any other things we've looked up about Andrew?
Not to your knowledge.
Well, I'm outside, so I don't know any of this.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because that name sounds familiar, but I'd have to look through all my notes.
Well, with some of the with this photo and some of the other stuff, is there any like with these people doing research? Was this a social club?
The way the minutes are set up, it is esoteric in nature. They're talking about this strange happenings going on in the city. There's a big to do about Magadan oils coming to Salem.
Mhm.
And then a few files later, uh, there's a paper trail leading them from Magadan to a parent company called Pentex Corporation.
Mm.
Mm.
So these guys were working. These guys. It looks like Andrew Gibbons and company were working against Pentex,
It looks like these guys were working against Pentex for sure.
including the guy we have tied up over here.
Yeah.
Shit. That does not bode well.
I don't know. I'm assuming I don't know what Pentex is.
No.
Yeah, like never heard of Pentex.
Yeah, this would be stuff my character would have even just heard in passing kind of
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Doesn't seem they like them very much.
No, most people won't. These guys are just the original boogeymen, the
Mm.
modern boogeymen.
So is he not a bad guy?
Entirely possible and very likely.
Just
So
hope.
yeah, I'm glad I didn't kill this one.
I open up the suitcase, Will.
Mhm.
Is he there?
There is a couple of changes of clothing,
Okay.
and there is like a little leather satchel that has these weird um, accoutrement that looks like he's collected over the years. Um, there is a tape measure, uh, stethoscope, what looks to be like a ship's, what's it called? Um, oh my god, I'm forgetting the word for it.
Compass,
It's kind of like the compass. It's a smaller
sextant, the one they use to
sextant.
check like the
There it is.
horizon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sextant. There's a pair of dice, casino, thick kind of stick siders. Um, what looks to be heavy shag, a little patch of heavy shag carpeting. Uh, a jar of what looks to be like either sand or something coarse and thin. Uh, there is a stopwatch that doesn't work, and it looks like there's a little, like maybe 4-inch tall vial of nail clippings. It's all weird stuff.
What the hell is this guy into? This
Strangest,
doesn't.
it's the weirdest collection I've ever seen. It's like some black magic stuff, just less
I don't.
creepy.
I don't typically fuck with that stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
But
this one looks like the lost and found drawer at a mental institution too. I mean,
yeah, and what's up with the rosary? Why doesn't it come off? Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
yeah. Well, let me make like a real effort to try and just like carefully remove this, not trying to yank his arm off or anything like that. Just even to just watch it closely as I'm trying to unravel it to see like what the hell is it sticking to? How the hell is it staying on him?
You carefully try to
Yeah,
pull.
I'm not even trying to break the string. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, like you're carefully
trying to be
trying to
calm.
like make sure that none of the rosary beads are touching his flesh. And as you're about to kind of succeed in this very dexterous attempt, there's a knock at the door. You
Damn it!
hear a female voice. Mr. Barrows?
I look quietly at Melvin,
Like for me to go to the door or to leave?
no. Like, do we ain't like looking at the window, like we can both still obfuscate and creep out the door. I mean, silence of death. Let's keep it quiet too. All right, and
I'll not. I'll look at you and I'll nod.
yeah, no, I think we need to be quiet for a little bit. Yes, Will, I'm kicking on silence of death and going invisible, and I'm trying to I'm going to creep out the window.
Okay. So roll your rouse check
Yikes!
for your disappearing act.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
And I am deeply aroused.
Ooh.
I got a 7 on mine.
Okay, so you managed to pull the shadows around you and become invisible with no issue. Andreas is a little slower. You notice that you finish pulling the shadows around you, and you turn back around, and he is kind of mid shadow cloak, and his eyes have gone wide. And inside Andreas's mind, the beast has pulled you back to one of the worst sights that you can possibly remember.
Oh, we're gonna be deep in World War II for this one.
Yeah, you are. This is post embrace. This is the first time that you pulled away from Bartley, and this is one of the first times that you were rewarded for your quote unquote heroism, um, because we find you outside Auschwitz. We find
Oh,
you.
yeah. Horror show.
We find you outside one of the worst encampments of World War II. You can hear the screaming. You can smell the rotting corpses of the nearby unmarked graves. And the two guards that were at the front were not an issue for someone with even a modicum of vampiric strength imbued into their body. And as you are trying to find your way to whoever's in charge, you notice that there is one particular member of the SS, one particular leading force in this camp. And as you are fighting your way through, you are taking bullets, you are laughing them off. The moment you dig your knife into this man's chest to try and bring some semblance of vengeance for the people that have come before you, for the people that will come after you, the last thing you remember is his smile and his thick German pronunciation of the word traitor, and then your hand slipping up further and further as he assumed his Krynos form. And we find you back in the motel room, the shadows pulled around you, and Melvin kind of staring in your direction. Well, you wouldn't see him because he's already invisible. But you can see there is a shadow outside at the window, just kind of like trying to peek in, trying to see if they can see what's going on inside the room, and you can just hear a knock on the window. Mr. Barrows? It's Athena.
Yeah, we're in deep shit.
I back out because you said there's a balcony, or no?
Yeah, balcony was at the second floor, but the first floor they had like that kind of little patio area.
Okay.
Like fake balcony. Am I right, Will?
Yeah, you can also go out the bathroom window.
No. You want to go out the bathroom window?
I might.
Well, I can't see you, so we've now severed all silent communication.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go towards the balcony.
Okay. Are you gonna wait for Andreas to become fully invisible, or are you just?
Well, if I see that he's struggling, I'll probably like. Well, I'm not supposed to look at him though, right? If I look at him, he can't go invisible, right?
So like you would have seen out of the corner of your eye that he's still kind of somewhat visible in the room. But beyond him, you can see that Mr. Barrows is starting to come to.
Okay. What are the odds of cooperation? Because part of me is thinking about being there and telling him, getting behind him so he doesn't see my face and vomit again. But say, we're not going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. Tell them everything's okay. Okay, will you do that? And if he says yes, I'll take off the thing slowly. This is what I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah.
Take it off slowly. If he starts yelling, I draw my claws and I rip his throat out.
You do that. Yeah.
Do you have any type of intimidation, Eric?
Yes, but I think I would be shitting my pants or whatever the vampiric equivalent is at this point.
Okay.
If it's what if it's even an inkling of what I think it is, then yeah, this is
Well, out of character, you're thinking that.
yeah, out of character with
Right.
yeah, out of character. This might work. Like this guy, maybe kinfolk, maybe mage. I mean, there's so many different things. The little random items could be for a number of different supernatural beings that could be allied with whoever's at the window, but I would guess those are werewolves.
I'm gonna.
I'm PTSD. Right.
So since you disappeared and I disappeared, I'm gonna. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna back out at the window, but the back window, but or door or whatever.
Yep.
I'm gonna look out first because it's not open.
It's not open.
So I'm gonna look outside first.
You can see that the young lady has gone over to the car, and she's kind of looking around at it.
So she's not at the front door anymore.
No.
But if I open the door and I make sound, I
Like Andreas will see that the shade has moved slightly.
Mm-hmm.
The curtain has moved slightly as Melvin has gone over to look outside the window.
Okay, so I'm moving over towards the window since now I know where Melvin is. And actually, just let's pull a quick tug on his arm and just if she's not at the front door, I'll tug him towards the front door.
All right, I'll walk that way. This is amazing to invest.
Yeah.
This is Laurel and Hardy invisible.
Yeah.
That's what this is right now.
So Melvin will feel the sudden kind of contact of a hand in the invisibility, and then just the grab of the fist and pulling towards the front door.
Okay, I'll move with it.
Nope. No resistance to Andreas.
Mhm.
You open the
And,
front door.
I was hoping Andreas, and he walks by. Oh, he's coming too. That's what go out.
Is he coming too, Will?
Yeah, he's starting to wake up.
Bam. Okay. That's not a bad idea on the way out. Just one more for the road.
Just remember, if you do that, you will break your obfuscate.
Yeah,
All right,
don't do it.
fucking no. The obfuscate's more important. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
All right, so yeah, get to the door. Look through the peephole first. I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's anybody in front of the door.
Clear. So
As he's looking through the peephole, boom.
yeah,
Damn it, he stopped. Okay.
Yeah. Hand on the shoulders. Hand on the shoulders.
Yeah, hand on the shoulder.
shoulders. So yeah, creep the door open. Get through quickly. Obviously, leaving room for Melvin. And we want to shut the door quietly behind us.
You see that as you creep the door open, the second it gets wide enough for your half your face to look out, you can see that she's turned in the direction, and she just goes, "Mr. Barrows," and she starts making her way towards the room.
Okay, then we could just let the door drift a little bit, and we can creep the fuck off.
Okay.
Because if she's still saying Mr. Barrows and not who the fuck are you?
That's true.
I'm grabbing onto the shoulder.
Yeah, you feel it moving. You feel it start moving out the door.
I start moving up the door.
Okay.
Come with me. Look, we can head around up to the second floor to our fucking room. I will hang off the balcony if I have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm curious, but this is like that zoo exhibit where you can't watch the monkeys all the time.
Right.
Yep. And you see that you manage to sneak out. Both of you manage to sneak out right as she makes her way into the room, and she gasps, puts her hands to her mouth, and just kind of runs in and starts to untie him.
Now we hit her.
Okay.
No. Just start stacking bodies.
Yeah. I'm just, eventually we'll just make too many enemies. Just I'm renting a warehouse as a haven. No, I just need somewhere to keep all these bodies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, making our way making our way up to the second floor. Like, can I still hear anything downstairs? I'll hang off the edge of the second floor balcony.
If you're gonna go to the stairways, you will lose the auditory what's it called, distance. The stairs are about halfway down the side of the motel. If you do climb up right there, you'll still stay within auditory range, but you will have to kind of climb quietly.
Yeah.
I'll
just stay. Okay, already obfuscated. I'm gonna stay on the first floor while I can hear things for right now. Worst comes to worst, it's a hard pull up to get up to the second floor.
That's what I was gonna say too. Just standing outside the door.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to go Laurel and Hardy even harder and just and slip on the dex roll and then just slam to the pavement.
No, and luckily I have clothes on because it would have been great if you make a noise and we both unobfuscate and my dick's just hanging in front of their face. My Nosferatu penis is just flopping in front.
The hideous monstrosity that you keep in your pants.
My God, why does it have fangs too?
How do you get the beans above the Franks? Embrace. I love it. So you hear her ask him, just, who did this to you? What happened? Do you? And he's just kind of trying to assess the situation. But you notice as you're trying to look in and listen to what's going on, you hear the door to his car close.
I tug at Erikson. I'm sorry, Barker. Yeah. I'm saying Eric because it's Eric. Sorry, I tug at Barker. But I'm just like, and I'll start.
Yeah.
I'll start moving.
Yeah, I tap on your shoulder twice and just keep my grip and follow with you.
Okay.
Come.
This is amazing. A half-naked Nosferatu
Yeah.
and a crocodile pants.
Oh, at least you both got pants on.
I'm telling you, I'm keeping the crocodile pants though. Those are actually good. That for motorcycle riding, that's like built-in chaps.
Yeah.
But you go up to the car and you see lying down in the back seat is this monstrosity, this little creature that's maybe 3.5 feet tall. Looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon with just this wickedly barbed kind of back frill that is retracted at this point, but it does kind of pull slightly with every breath that it takes.
And it is actually, this thing is actually breathing.
Yep.
Okay. This is like some weird little mariner gangrel thing. It doesn't smell like kindred.
It's not. It is
At all. Okay.
It smells of fish and industry.
Fish and industry. I mean, like, I don't know what the hell we even do with this. Do we I don't have a fish tank to keep this thing in. Do we try and capture it?
Are we obfuscated now? Are we talking?
Up to you.
Yeah. Well, I suddenly realized I've just said that into absolutely a void of nothing as my voice disappears in front of me. So yeah.
Okay. I'm just kind of like in shock. I see it, and I guess it triggers. It's like, oh look, there's other ugly things aside from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna unobfuscate.
At the very least, he'll know something else is horrifying in this world.
Mhm.
Well, no, I might not be the best one to unobfuscate then, because he's gonna see me go, Jesus Christ, like.
Okay.
But, I mean, I could try to be nice to it, but I'm horrifying, so he may not like me just from seeing me.
If I think quickly, I can use illusions on this afterwards. But I'll undo undo my obfuscate first. Just
Hmm.
hey, little buddy. So we're gonna regret this.
It suddenly turns its head towards you, and you see the frill shoot up. Its mouth widens and just.
Duck.
It spits, or it just goes like.
No, it just hisses, and as it does, the water inside the car starts to bubble, and you can feel the same kind of heaviness in the air that you felt when Barrels was around you.
Worse or like stronger or weaker?
Stronger.
Stronger. Oh
Yeah, if
god.
both of you
Okay.
could give me willpower rolls.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jeebus. This was a bad idea.
I mean, I wake up ancient werewolves. I commune with demons as though they're small children.
This is what we do, bro.
Mhm.
This is what we do.
Par for the course.
This is why the Ravnos are dying out.
Okay.
Like this.
Okay.
Mhm.
I like this roll.
Yeah.
I like this roll. I got a 10, a 9, a 3, and then my hunger dice are also in this roll, right?
No, this is
No. Thank God, because I got a 6 and a 10 on those. So I got
Okay.
2 10s, a 6, a 9, and a 3.
2 10s, a 9, and a 3 gives you 5 successes. So you only take 1 point of willpower damage.
Well, I got 6 successes because it was 2 10s, a 9, a 6, and a 3.
Okay, so you take no willpower damage.
Okay.
Well, I only have 3 willpower to begin with,
Mhm.
so I got 9, 8, 7.
Okay, so you take 3 points of superficial willpower damage.
I unobfuscate and I go, relax. We're nice. And I smile with like my gnarled smile now that I don't have a mask. Like, hey.
You see it trying to get out from the opposite side of the car. Tries to make its way towards the river again.
So he gets out of the other side of the car?
Yeah, like we're over here. Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And just gets out. Starts running.
No.
Don't do
I
that
think you
either.
gotta
Don't do that
you
either.
gotta Starsky and Hutch that shit over the car, get to the other side of it.
Oh, yeah.
I have soaring leap. I could jump right over. I just, bro, chill. So he does that. I like start moving over. I'm like, hey, look, I'm like you. We're cool. What is it that those fucking hippies used to do? Peace.
Hey, what's with this willpower damage? It's like, what the hell's going on with me?
The short answer is basically you have no willpower to call on.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in the moment, it's like, is it just like staggering? I can't get my head straight. I can't react to anything.
It is an otherworldly noise. Like you've heard of people in their death throes and just like different noises that come out of human beings. This is a noise that is from a different world entirely. This is not a natural noise that has come on and just shaking you to your core. Because you thought that you've seen it all, that you've heard it all, that you've partaken in all that you can, and this is now like, what the fuck have I been missing out on?
Yeah, and also, just for the sake of it, will I be able to remember this for later?
Sure.
Okay, good. So I can inflict this on other people. You're saying?
It'll be rough, but yes.
Okay.
Uh, he lashes out at Melvin. Are you trying to just kind of calm it, or do you want to try to?
If I can help, I'm trying to subdue it.
Well, no,
I
Melvin.
was trying to calm it down, but like if it's gonna swing at me, I'm gonna try to dodge.
Okay. So that's
I'm
gonna
not
be.
gonna just let it hit me.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dex and athletics roll from you.
Oh shit, guys. Here we go. The stats that I'm slowly building up. Okay. A 2, a 5, and then a 10 on the one of my hunger dice.
Okay, so one success means that it brings it down to 7 superficial damage,
Jesus Christ! No, I'm down.
and it cannot be halved. Remember,
No,
you go up. Oh, your max is 7. There you go. All right. Yeah, so you take your full health pool of superficial damage, and you just collapse to your knees in pain. This is not a natural creature, and its weapons, its claws, are a direct reflection of that. But you notice that it doesn't stick around. Like it moves past you and tries to make its way towards the river again. What does Andreas do when he sees this?
Fuck it, I'm leaping after it.
Okay.
Which guns do I have on me right now besides the silver bullets? Actually, you know what? After that, whatever that freaking horror show is, maybe it is time to use one more. All right. Okay, Will, from the previous description, the bullets in the gun weren't just silver; they were inscribed with shit.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, I'm taking. I'm not. I'm going to try and not let it get to the river, but I'm not going to expend more than one shot.
Okay.
So it's going for lucky.
So make a composure and firearms roll.
Composure.
So am I basically knocked out?
You are still conscious. You're just in a lot of pain. And if you take any more damage, you'll become aggravated.
Okay.
All right, come on. All right, 9 and 7 for the hunger die, and 8 and 6 for the regular die.
Okay. The bullet hits true right center of mass, and it's in the middle of its back. The thing, you see his arms go up. It screams out in pain, and then it slumps to the floor. And just like with Andrew Gibbons, from the wound, you start to see that the skin is eaten up in this green kind of balefire, until there's nothing left of him except this burnt patch on the ground. And from inside the hotel room, you just hear this man scream, like this blood-curdling scream. And as he runs out of the room to look at you, Melvin, the car, you can see that there is this moment where something inside of him just snaps. And this is the first time that either one of you, and probably, unless you go looking for them, the last time that you will ever see the Tellurian in all its glory. Around him, you notice that everything within maybe 3 feet of him starts to look like thread on a loom. And all the threads that lead to him start to snap. They're cut, they're frayed, and there's this strange silhouette of where he used to be in the thread of the loom, and he starts to step away like he's lost everything he's ever had in his life. And as this girl, who you only know as Athena, comes running out, he kind of holds out his hand towards her, and with the same motion, just kind of snaps his fingers, and she collapses. Almost like if her body never had bones. And he continues to walk into the night of West Salem, unless you would like to do something about it.
No, I'm going to grab Melvin and I'm going to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Because whatever the hell that was.
So just so I can follow, that came out of the little amphibian, or that was barrels coming out of the room?
Barrels coming out of the room.
Those bears coming out of the room, but
Yeah.
he was connected to whatever that thing was.
Yeah.
Because he seemed to feel it the moment it died.
Got it. Okay.
Huh.
Well, that's another monster we just released into fucking Salem.
I like setting up our boss battles early. Give us time to warm up, have a fight camp.
This is gonna turn into Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
This is gonna be one after another.
It's funny because
it's going to be the 13 ghosts of Andreas Barker. It's like every single like unquiet spirit I could possibly have woken up in Salem.
It's funny because the note that I had was like, oh, if they kill barrels, then the creature just gets sent back to whatever hellscape it belongs to, because he's the one that summoned it. And then it's like, if the creature dies, though, like he loses the last vestiges of sanity that he has, and he completely gets eaten up by the paradox and goes full marauder.
Cool. So there's a mage. Out of character, there's a mage.
This is a mage.
Cool.
This is the worst kind of mage.
Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
this is like a Nexus crawler in a human form.
Got it. Horrible mage. I'm gonna just write that there and put big circles around it.
Make sure you note that Andreas did this.
Oh, I did. I put Barker.
Okay.
I put Barker shot the creature. Even though I'm not gonna hold it super against him, because that thing fucking slaughtered me in one swing.
And frankly, I mean, like next week, I'm probably going to kick a Methuselah in the balls, and it's just going to be a whole new problem.
You know,
The funny part is that I got fortitude so that I could be able to at least take more than one hit, and he hit exactly the amount of hit points that I have because of my new fortitude.
yeah, his claws were nasty. They did successes +3.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is my next XP points are going into Fortitude 2.
Hey, you're lucky he didn't bite you because you weren't close enough to be bitten because his bite did aggravated damage.
Oh, Jeebus.
Okay. Okay. So So a homeboy just wanders off into the night. Actually,
Yeah.
We have
before
a
I take
car
off
now.
out of yeah, we do have a car. But also, you know what? If Melvin's really that fucked up right now, I'll leave him in the car for a minute. And I'm gonna head back to this guy's room. And
Mhm.
also, I'm devilishly curious about the girl that just collapsed. Did he actually make her bones disappear, or did she just drop dead?
Yeah, her bones are completely gone.
Oh, okay. So just
She is.
flesh, sack of skin.
She is.
Okay.
If she could scream in agony, she would.
Is she alive?
She is alive. She looks at you as you come over to her. And then one of her eyes slowly sinks into what would be her skull.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
there's
No.
nothing
This
there to
is
keep it in place.
right. Okay. I'm gonna do my best to never think about that again. And rushing back into into the guy's hotel room once again. Just grab the stuff from the cards from the electric company earlier, and just like on his weird little like focuses or whatever those things were.
Sure. He doesn't need them anymore.
No, he doesn't. He has wandered off. And
Yeah.
if he's gone full marauder, yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
He
God.
doesn't need focus anymore.
No, he does not.
Good times. But yeah, you see one of the fingers move in your direction as you walk by her again, but by this point, the other eye has sunk into the flesh bag that she is.
Yeah, there's really nothing I can do at this point anyway. And I don't. Yeah.
There is just an inhuman sound that's coming out of wherever her mouth is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm at this point just almost la 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 la. Just get the stuff into the car. Make sure Melvin's comfortable, and we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's in the passenger seat. You know, the car smells of fish.
I'm like, that's a good fucking idea. Oh, God. It's not shotguns, it's little sea creatures. Jesus. What the fuck happened with that guy?
I don't know what happened to him. The thing was I think it was a fucking demon. But it seemed connected to the guy because the moment I shot it, he started screaming, and then the world was made of thread.
Is that
Around.
why is that why? But why did he kill that girl when she came looking for him?
No idea. No idea, but she's still alive.
Oh, is it? I guess I don't know if out of character is it humane? Do I lose humanity if I put somebody out of their misery?
It's up to you. This is the double-edged sword of vampire. Like, do you leave and suffer the inhumanity of what you just left on somebody's doorstep, or do you kill her and risk the loss of humanity because you're taking a life?
But if you're taking a life because her life is lost as it is, and it will ease her suffering, is that more humane?
Up to you. Where's
But I'm in
Melvin?
pain
Where's
right
Melvin mentally?
No, after the shit my character has seen before, I'll get out and go end it quietly. Just take a knife with me. I just got to puncture the right spot.
So we have this conversation, you and
Yeah.
I, that I'm telling you, I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it's the humane thing to do is to put her out of her misery.
As you are walking over there, if I
I'm
could
clutching
have,
my chest.
yeah, clutching your pearls.
I'm clutching my pearls.
If I could have Andreas make a composure and resolve roll.
Dun, dun, dun.
Try to.
Not much. I do not have much composure. Do I have
No.
resolve? No, I don't. Don't have much at all. Do hunger die come into play on this?
Yep.
Okay.
So they're all hunger dice. Not like you have the willpower to reroll.
I was
Anyway.
gonna say I have one composure. I have one composure and two resolve. I thought it was only a 2 hunger.
No, remember your hunger went up when you became invisible.
All right, so they're all hunger dice. Shit. Shit. All right. Nice gods. 827.
Okay. It is rough. You go over there. You basically have this human-shaped, for lack of a better word, blood bag lying on the floor in front of you. Um, so the temptation to sate your hunger is there, but you manage to stave it off. You said you're going to stab into the artery.
Well, you mentioned the idea of feeding, so
Mhm.
the kiss is pain. The kiss is still painless. I'm a Ravnos, not a Giovanni.
Correct.
All right, yeah. I think I'll try and go the painless route, even though I'm probably gonna regret. I hope the blood is still blood, but this will be interesting.
Yeah. It
All right,
is
so yeah,
definitely a different taste. You've never drank from someone that didn't have bones in their body. So the lack of calcium is not immediately apparent, but it is there. Uh, and also, it is something that, given the spheres that this guy had, that it could have been from birth that he removed her bones. So it
make it
is,
like her body never even had it in the first
yeah.
place.
So it
Okay.
is a little strange. But yeah, if you drain her completely, you will sate your hunger.
And yes, I will drain her completely and carry the body. I'll carry the body over to the river afterwards, at least. Just not going to leave her in a parking lot like it's just an empty sack. I mean, who the fuck is going to explain this anyway?
Yeah, yeah. It is a weird sensation dragging her. Uh,
Carry, I'll carry as best I can.
yeah.
She's been through enough.
Okay.
It's like when you deflate a kiddie pool and like you're trying to pick it up and it's like flopping all on either
Yeah.
side of you.
Yes.
That's basically what
But
it is.
but the kiddie pool has small bags, like small balls
Yeah, inside of it.
inside of it still, which are the heart and the
Organs.
lungs and the rest of the organs, which are just falling either way that they can. Um,
It's
it is disgusting.
yeah.
But
I feel bad. I feel bad for her, but her pain is over, and more importantly, I didn't cause that.
and on the other side of the river, you see what looks to be a man just kind of looking in your direction. And then you just see the little orange glow of a cigarette lighter coming on, and then that circular pinprick of like a cigarette being lit,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just turns and starts to walk back towards that side of the river.
Like away from the river, away from us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have the sheriff or someone else to deal with for that one. Or or one of the werewolves watching. I mean, at this point, we've accumulated some. Thank God, my sleep mobile. Like at this point, it's not even about the Ravnos weakness. It's about just not being where my enemies think I am tomorrow evening.
Such a blessing in disguise.
No, it's not. No, it's fucking not.
It's got to be an interesting situation. You're just like, you know what? I've released enough dangers into this world. I'm glad that
Well,
I don't live in
look,
one spot.
my clan has thousands-year history of just causing chaos and pandemonium wherever we go, and wherever people mess with us and piss us off. I came to Salem. People pissed me off. I have unleashed two ancient styles of evil at least.
Yep. Your bingo's card is getting filled.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be the crossover king of just villain of just the big bad evils taking turns beating my ass.
You know, what a good quest it'll be to get every item you need to deal with these people.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get the werewolf to kill the fucking marauder. I'm gonna do shit like
That's
that.
that's how you do it.
Yeah.
It's science.
Yeah, make it somebody else's problem. That way they deal with it. But yeah,
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna invite the marauder to Elysium. I mean,
so you guys have a starfire Uh, Erikson's car is also still parked in the parking lot. He
Oh,
he
Okay,
is nowhere to be found.
okay.
he's nowhere to be found. Okay,
A lot of help he was.
I was gonna say, I was like, Melvin, can you drive? Or is he even remotely okay to drive?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's just gonna be at a -1 die for almost
And
dying.
what's my drive? I mean, it's dexterity and drive.
Dexterity and drive
Well,
or intelligence and drive, depending on
I'll
what you're
tell you what. I
doing.
mean, since we don't know where Erikson went, and he may be making this stuff up later, let's leave him a ride. Let's not leave him stranded without a ride.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah. So do you
We,
just ride?
we,
Yeah, yeah, he'll ride with me.
weird question. When we meet up with your your group again, can they find me some animals?
Some animals.
I don't do the human thing.
Oh, you're a vegetarian. Okay.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah. I guess, yeah, yeah. In the scope of this, yeah,
The kindred version of a vegetarian.
yeah.
Okay. I don't see why not. Don't you know Nosferatu have a thing with the animals and stuff like that? Can't you like call them from around you, that sort of thing? Like Teddy.
Um, I haven't gotten to that level of it yet. I just basically control Betty. Um, I need to get there though. That's next on my list. I need to talk to Teddy about that.
The truth of the matter is that it's not next on your list.
It's not. It's a while for my list.
Yeah. I was just
I
taking a minute. I'm like, do I have animalism? I know some Ravnos have that. Is it? No, I don't.
I saw your fortitude. I was like, no, that's still too low for him.
Yeah.
I just want to get out of this area, especially since there was a gunshot. But
Yeah, no, no.
even an alley will do. I can find some rats.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll get clear of this place. We'll start. What time is it now?
It is about 1 o'clock in the morning now.
All right. I'll start making it to where I had start making it towards where I had Benjamin, or where I had Shepard keep the truck for the night,
Okay.
just so we don't get caught out. But yeah, let's.
So you're leaving Erikson's car. You're taking the Starfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I leave any weapons in Erickson's car?
We can say that you take him.
All right. So yeah, we'll take him. We'll make sure the car looks closed up because he might need it later.
Yeah,
I don't know where the fuck. I don't know where he is, but again, I don't want to leave him stranded.
I get you. Where and you guys are meeting up with Shepard. You said, are you gonna try to ditch the Starfire somewhere? Are you gonna try to hold on to it?
Yeah. Yeah, but real quick before we leave Erickson's presence, just let me take a minute and look around because we've been stupid about this before.
The hell you say?
Yeah. All right, just taking a really good look around the area just before we take off. Just, I mean, is there any clue to where he went?
Okay, that'll be. I'll let you do either wits and awareness or wits and investigation, depending on how thorough you want to do it. Like if you just want to do a
Do
cursory glance,
no,
it'll be awareness.
I'll do the investigation real quick. This is
Okay.
it's one die fewer, but what are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
You don't have hunger anymore. What do you care?
Oh, that's true. I don't have any. That's rude. Put those hungry dice right away. Need that shit.
Yet.
I'm full of a Capri. Her name was Anna Capri Sun, for all I know. No, Athena Capri Sun.
Athena Capri Sun.
All right, so all right, let's see if I can find my boy. All right, 6'9", 6'9", giggity, and 3.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it isn't too hard to kind of recall. And you notice that there is the oil stain of another car that was parked in the parking lot. And you remember that as you guys were investigating the car, you did see in your periphery just kind of like these flashing lights, like somebody was turning on and off their headlights. You remember hearing a door open, seeing Erikson get into what was like a Volkswagen Beetle and then being driven off.
But it didn't look like he got kidnapped or anything like that?
No, he willingly walked into the car.
Okay. Well,
And you
then
kind of
bearing that.
recall the name Mickey being said.
Okay. But that doesn't, that doesn't spring anything negative to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
You son of a bitch.
bearing that in mind, I'm gonna leave his car where it is. Let me take a quick look and make sure everything is tucked away, so there's not like random cop walking by and hey, there's a shotgun in the back seat.
Oh man, no, everything is where it needs to be for appearance's sake. It's just a car in a parking lot. You know, the lights
Alright,
are still
and
on in both Barrow's room and your room. His door is still open. Your door is still open technically.
yeah. I don't think we unpacked anything in there though, did we?
No.
Okay, then fuck it. Leave the keys, leave the tracks, whatever. Actually, I'll climb up there and shut the door real quick if I have to. But
Okay.
on that, let's get or shut both their doors. Let's get the fuck out of there. Let the maid worry about that another day.
Yeah.
At least I clean. At least I cleaned up. At least I cleaned up the giant blood sack in the middle of the. Just
One good
middle of the
deed for
parking
the
lot.
day. You gotta get out.
Yeah, it's too many. Ravnos aren't allowed more than one every 24 hours, or we
Yeah.
burst into
I don't
flames.
know. Worse than the Clan Bane.
All right. So next stop is let's get Melvin fed.
Okay. You head over to the mobile haven. Shepard kind of looks at the husk that is Melvin, and there's a moment where you notice that for a human, for however long he's been a ghoul, like he doesn't flinch at the monstrosity that he sees before him. He just kind of takes a moment, shifts his weight, and then he's just like, do we need to get you clothes aside from taking you to a petting zoo, Mr. Wright? Or do you want to walk around with those gashes on your chest?
We're gonna get the
No. Yeah, I think I would.
get what spare clothes we have because I'm sure I have some in the van.
That would be great. And could I maybe bother you guys for some kind of a face covering?
Well, as bikers, we all have the little neckerchief neck gaiter kind of shit for the road anyway. So that's at least an easy one. So you're gonna look like an outlaw.
Exactly what I was going for.
Right. I have a paper bag too, but I don't know if that would be insulting to you, Mr. Wright.
Sister gave that to you for Christmas.
Oh. Ow.
That was her church bag.
Like you guys are way funnier. Yeah, just a mask would be fine. Like,
Cool.
you don't mind
If
sparing one of those.
we find a Halloween store on the way to the pet shop, we'll stop for you.
I appreciate you.
You got a winner.
As it's going to be as human as it can look.
But you do in fact stop at a Halloween store. It's got its after Halloween sale displayed on the big window, and one of the guys just kind of goes over quietly, brings his elbow up against the window by the door handle, and then just
Reaches in.
unlocks the door and lets you into the.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, this will turn out to be an ancient Tremere chantry that they've been hiding as a Halloween shop.
Seriously.
And
this is the Methuselah that I'm going to kick in the balls.
Yeah, and you see Shepard come over, kind of pull the guy aside. He's like, hey, "You aware that Mr. Wright is a police officer, right? Like, don't just break into places." And the guy's like, "Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll use the picks next time." Yeah, use the fucking picks next time.
So I hear this.
Yeah.
I walk over. I go, listen, guys. I was a police officer. I also was human at some point.
We all see how that turned out.
Yeah, things change.
They both nod.
But thank you. And I walk in. So I'm gonna look around for some masks, and I was trying to Google it right now to see, but I don't know exactly what year they started producing them as Halloween masks. But I was gonna look for the Mike Myers
The Mike
mask
Myers mask. Oh,
because John Carpenter's came out in '78, but I don't know if it was this recent after that they
This is
started producing them.
it's
this is
84.
1984, so there's been sequels at this point.
Yeah, so I think
So-
the masks would have already, but I was
Mike
because it's
Myers
got the
mask.
hair.
Yeah.
It's got the hair. I just got to get some, which I'm sure I've figured out how to do some kind of like
Makeup.
makeup.
Yeah, stage makeup. Yeah, yeah. You can have all of that, bro.
You like the idea. That's why.
Yeah.
When Will tells you do it, it's because he likes the idea that you
You can
came
have
up
that.
with.
Yeah. How many Mike Myers masks do you want? Is the question.
Yes.
Okay.
How many do they got? Because if I'm going to be dealing with clothes melting mages, I'm going to have a supply of masks.
Unless you're gonna go hunting him, I guarantee you will not face him for a long time.
All right.
But you can have at least 4.
Perfect. That sounds like a good number.
Yep.
4 Mike Myers masks and the makeup.
You can have 2 or 3 different styles of makeup kits there.
Okay.
The Shepard and the other guy do come in. They get into the register and they take the money. You see them, and you see them just kind of like make a mess of the place. And
make it look like a mild smash and grab, like some kids busted out or something.
He looks at you, he's just like, for appearance's sake, it's all I'm not. But
By all
gas
means,
is expensive.
That's true.
Again, don't worry about me.
Just want to make sure we're on the up and up.
I'm off looking at hockey masks and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah. You're sitting there like looking at a World War II offer. You're like, the medals are all wrong on this entirely.
I'm like the fruit salads all backwards on the chest. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's not even an American medal.
And then the other guy comes over and just tosses the thing to the floor and just steps on it and whatever. But you end up at a pet shop just on the south end of Kaiser. And this time the guy does come over, uses picks.
Yeah. We critique him, just time him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. No scratches.
Yeah. But you have the pick of the litter, literally. All the puppies wake up at the noise, at the sensation of you coming in.
God. What's the biggest animals they have there?
As far as length, probably a couple of snakes.
No, I'm talking about like
pound for pound.
Thick. I need thick.
2 seeds.
The less animals the less animals I can kill to satiate myself, the better. The last time you made me kill like an entire generation of rats to get my.
Unfortunately, if you want like livestock, you're gonna have to go further east.
Fuck it, I don't have time for this. All right,
so you're gonna have to. You're pretty much if you're gonna heal and feed, you're gonna need to probably euthanize the whole store.
I look back at you guys and I just say this isn't going to be too pretty if you guys want to wait outside.
I'm gonna look over at Shepard. I think we might have to set this place on fire.
Shepard sighs and goes over and grabs the gas canister.
Yeah, wait till he's done. But in the meantime, I'll go outside and let Melvin, who's clearly got with his feeding restriction, he seems to be sensitive about it. So I'll be outside.
All right. So
all right, and I'll slaughter an entire fucking pet shop.
All right, so you're currently at hunger 2. Every level of damage you want to heal is a rouse check.
Oh shit! Okay.
So you want to just roll 3 at a time?
So just roll 3 at a time and
roll 3 first. See what happens.
Okay. Oh. Okay, I missed 1. I missed 2. I got a 6, I got a 4, and I got a 1.
Okay, so your hunger goes up to 4, but you do heal 3 levels of damage. Do you want to feed or do you want to push another round of healing?
Did you say I go up to 4 points or 3?
3 points.
Up 3 points. No, I think because if not, I'm gonna go cuckoo bananas. So let me feed.
Okay. You go through. Are you gonna go through one set of animals at a time, or are you gonna pick and choose?
No, I'll go through one set. No, I ain't got time for this, bro.
All right. So you.
I've already come to the mental determination. I'm slaughtering this entire pet shop.
Yeah. So you.
The order doesn't fucking matter anymore.
You pull all the kittens, all the cats that they have there, and you feed back down to hunger 1. Roll another set of 3.
All right. Let me do 3 different ones because those did not go well. And these did not go well either.
Oh boy.
I rolled 3 threes.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So you heal three more levels, but you gain 3 hunger, so you're back at 4. Hey, you don't have stigmata, do you?
No,
Like
I'm not.
Like some
I'm
people
not
did.
this guy. No. I don't do silly things like that.
Okay. So you go through the puppies and the dogs that they have there. You bring yourself back down to hunger 1. Now you've got 1 level at least. So
all right.
1 die.
Perfect. Okay, here we go. Hey, a 6.
Okay. No,
thank you, Jesus.
No rouse.
At
No
least
hunger.
I got 1 freaking out of 8 dice that I rolled.
Yeah. So all it took was eating every single feline and every single canine this place had. All that's left is maybe a couple of bird cages of birds and some snakes.
All right, I'll release the birds.
And like some aquariums of fish.
Oh, well, I can't do much for the aquariums.
Yep. What are you going to do with the snakes?
I'm going to Pee Wee Herman it. as Barker's people light it on fire.
Excellent.
No, hey, you know what? Do you want a pet snake? Do you want a couple pet snakes? I'll bring them out. I'll just have them like on my arms, just like
a couple of the free souls actually do take you up on your offer.
Yeah, and don't forget, you're a Nosferatu. If you start feeding a snake and just keep it as your ghoul, it's gonna keep gutting. Like what's that thing you keep around your neck?
It's the ferret. Yeah.
Ferret. Yeah. Like you get shit, Mel. You might not want to keep both because eventually you'll just have a big snake skin one. And be like, where'd the ferret go?
Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly. Even though Betty D's eons ready for him.
If you stay in Salem long enough, you could probably start a spawning pool or something.
I'm in for that.
This is how they created Ricky Tikki Tavi.
So all right,
you're rescuing all the animals that we can before we light light this place.
The fish are just the unfortunate bystanders of the situation.
I take one in a bag and I feed it blood. I put it in the water, little by little. I'm gonna send it to hunt other amphibious creatures.
Yeah, no more of this fucking demonic bullshit in my river.
None of this shit. Fuck that.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys set the place on fire.
I'm looking over at Melvin like there has got to be an easier way.
I'm like, well, thank you guys. I feel a lot better now.
And Shepard just kind of looks at you like, I'll start looking at places that we can hunker down in towards the eastern end where the farms are. Now that we know that you have a particular menu associated with you, Mr. Rat.
Like where your head's at, Shepard. I can even feed that way if I need to.
All right, sure.
And Shepard, you can call me Melvin. I think we're past that point.
Whatever you say, Mr. Rat.
Okay. Like, well, running with you guys now does have its privileges. I still get some of the same results that I did running with my old group. I'm bloodied and bruised, but we're alive. We're unalive for another day.
As you make your way into wherever you're supposed to hang out in for the rest of the evening, I think before we close tonight, because I think we are going to move on to the next night or so, especially because once Kenny comes back, we'll get to see what happened with him and Mickey Blue. But Melvin has a stain, and I think this is the first stain that you've worked through.
No, I got one when I was with Ashley.
Okay. So the way
Yeah.
stains work is that they appear at the rear of the humanity track, and they work towards your actual humanity. And if you ever get a stain that would replace a humanity point, it immediately costs you that humanity. But if you don't have anything that life-threatening, you get a number of dice equal to the spaces between your stain and your humanity. In this case with Melvin, it would be 3.
Okay.
All right. What's your humanity?
Well, it was at a 7,
Okay.
but then I lost one already, and it's now at a 6.
Yeah.
I started here at a 5, so I can hardly judge you.
Yeah. This is why you get to do the things that you do to meatbags who lose all their bones. All you need is one success to suffer some kind of guilt, some kind of remorse. So it's a very lenient system if you don't go cuckoo bananas.
So I want to get at least one success.
You want to get at least one success. You get 3 dice. Your hunger doesn't count. It's just outside of the system.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've rolled 8 dice and I got 2 successes, so the odds are really, in favor of me today.
You say that.
That's sarcasm. That's complete sarcasm.
Complete.
Okay.
You rolled 3
Let's see how
3s
this-
for 1 healing roll.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. I got 2 5s and an 8.
Okay. So you managed to
If
get
it was 3 5s, I would have been so pissed.
so mad. But you managed to suffer whatever remorse you feel, whatever guilt you feel towards the act that happened. And you get to, at least for this time, go to your day sleep with no more heaviness on your shoulders. For once, at least, since you've become this monstrosity. And it's one of those things where, even though you were forced to do it, I think there was a lot of good growth for Melvin, given that he was forced to show his nature, his true self, regardless of how it happened to you. And with that, we call it for tonight. So I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. As always, a special thanks for Pixie Phoenix and their raid as well. As always, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. If you feel like you need to wear your mask in public, please continue to wear your mask, continue to wash your hands. If you haven't gotten vaccinated, please get vaccinated. As always on the channel, we take mental health very seriously because it is part of our general health. So if you feel like you need help, please know that there are phone numbers going up live right now in our Twitch chat. They will be in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. Because it is okay to not be okay. And I think more people need to know that. And if you're a friend or family member, somebody that is a strong or happy-go-lucky personality, please check in on them. You never know how far a simple hello or how are you text can change the trajectory of somebody's life. If you're not in the United States, there's a link going up so you can find the resources in the place that you are living in, or as close to the place that you are living in as possible. As always, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. You can catch us on Friday for our Star Wars campaign. We will be off next Monday, but if you're interested, you can catch us over at McStabber Studios tomorrow and next Tuesday as we wrap up our second season of Werewolf the Apocalypse Phoenix's Call, where I get to play a Glasswalker Theurge, who I think is very near and dear to my heart, and I will be sad when he dies. But otherwise, we will be here. We have our schedule up, and you can catch us whenever you want to catch us for whatever games that we have opening. Remember, at the end of the month, we also have our special one-shot, which is going to be 7th Sea, and you might see some familiar faces from tonight pop up in that, but that'll be the last Saturday of the month. So as always, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will see you when we see you. Have a good night.